How's it going, everyone? It's Vivi, and welcome back to some Battle for Bikini Bottom Rehydrated. We got some recent footage to go over. Let's go. We got more of Jellyfish Fields, something we've seen a lot of lately, so okay. Basically, Jellyfish Fields shows off areas we didn't see before, at least looking at the footage now. Looking back at the pre-alpha footage, this area right here wasn't present, because a lot of portions were locked. Looking at this one in more detail, this is the area where we stumble upon Patrick eventually. If anything, we got a close-up look of the Tartar robot. Tartar has definitely been given an overhaul. Not only the size of the tank, but the color as well. If you notice, this robot dies with one hit. Originally it's two, so it probably has to do something with the way this was recorded. This could have been recorded in a way where the player already hit the robot once before. The wall hopping portion. In Rehydrated, you reach higher platforms at a much faster pace. I find it much better. Faster paced gameplay, why not? In the original, it would take a lot longer to reach the top. Notice how the HUD transitions between different colors. The pre-alpha version and press release demo have the same HUD. But as for the latest footage we've been having, we have this, complete different font. The robot cutscene. You can notice how wider the background looks. The way this shot was taken, the different angle and stuff, it gives off that perception. In the original, everything just seemed closer. Patrick has been given some bouncy physics. In the original, he simply had his hands over his mouth, looking afraid. This time we notice his body vibrating. I mean, the more you look at it, the more it reminds you of a spring. As for the Patrick section, yes, we did get to see some Patrick gameplay this time. The button, which requires you to throw a watermelon, well, now it's being held by balloons instead of a stick, looking back at the original. The bamboo sticks are clipping through the ground here. Don't worry, they'll fix it. Jellyfish caves. I like the addition of different color palettes on the walls. The spikes over there look much more menacing now. I wonder why. The corks floating on the water now look like cookies. Like at first I couldn't tell what those were. They're probably their updated version of corks. Right? Unless I'm mistaken with the original. Did we look at corks in the original? I think so. Overall, Rehydrated is just full of much more brightness. And the colors are different. There's a lot of differences in that department for sure. Another big change. The field right here. It's very sandy in comparison. The original was entirely rocky blue. I'm not sure what to think of this change. King Jellyfish's Blast. There's now a noticeable sound that plays. The original had a sound and now you can also hear it in Rehydrated. And here, this last shot, you can see just how much brighter Rehydrated looks compared to the original and the pre-alpha version. That's not all, folks. THQ Nordic also shared about 30 seconds of new gameplay over on their Twitter. SpongeBob's Dream portion. Again, the skybox has been given that bright blue makeover. Like many have noticed, all Dream Realms now have this in common. SpongeBob, for example, went from this plain-looking background to just a blue sky, which honestly gives off the illusion that the area looks much, much bigger, which is nice. However, what I would have loved is maybe like a variety of skyboxes for the Dream Realms. What do you think? Mr. Krabs' arm, by the way, it doesn't look okay. We got more footage for Flying Dutchman's Graveyard. It's much, much greener. There's a lot of green hue going on. As for this part, you wonder if this really is Dutchman's Graveyard? Too bright, maybe? Glimpse of the chum bucket. The letters now look 3D. Nice. The murmur layer. The security button here got its own unique icon. A bowling pin. Not the regular hand from the original, which is a cool little addition. The difference here? The colors, for sure, like I always say. The void beneath the murmur layer has been given a blue tone. It lights up the area. It's not that bad. Sand Mountain. Notice how any fast-paced motion, this is something I probably didn't say in the past. Look, sliding for example, you have motion effects on screen, on the corners, the white stuff. My biggest gripe here? The blue looks too overwhelming, like it covers the area way too much. But hey, there's something that at least looks much better. The promo banners now look much sharper in quality. They were blurry in the original. The timer, if you've noticed, is now placed in the top center of the screen, and it doesn't show in minutes, just complete seconds. The trailer ends with a shot of inside Sandy's dome. Poor little guy. I don't know if you've heard, but achievements have popped up over on the internet. I won't spoil anything, don't worry. You can find a bunch of screenshots tied to those achievements. Note, these screenshots do not spoil the game. Don't worry. Among the group, we got Goo Lagoon Caves, Rock Bottom. Here's another example of lighting sometimes looking too overwhelming. The boss battle with Robo SpongeBob. The back looks way too dark. Like they did the same with Sandy Mountain with the blue, and now we have too much darkness in the background. Here's a cool screenshot. This one shows the new multiplayer mode called Horde Mode. You can now also play as Gary, Plankton, Krabs, and Squidward. If you guys want to check out these screenshots yourselves, the link will be in the description below, alright? So with that being said, guys, this is it for the video. So as always, if you have questions, if I didn't miss anything special in particular, say so in the comments, alright? I've been Vivi, and thank you for watching.